This is National Geographic Weekend. I'm Boyd Matson. And part of what we do at National Geographic, of course, is bring the rest of the world home to you so you can see how other cultures, how people live. And that's why we have John Fulbright with us, who tells the story of Americana as well as any contemporary musician. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
And really, just you came out of nowhere. Well, if you call Oklahoma nowhere.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
And suddenly, the world, this first album kind of produced on the sly, not a big company, not a big recording contract, and he gets nominated for a Grammy.
That wasn't supposed to happen, that guys like me weren't supposed to get nominated for Grammys. And but luckily we did get this genre that they're calling Americana now. And what I play isn't very genre specific.
But it's more about the stories. It's the lyrics, and that's what at National Geographic we love, are stories well told. And I think what rings true, especially in country music, is the authenticity.
I never really got into the pyrotechnics and the smoke on stage and wearing glitter and stuff. I mostly just wanted to focus on writing a song, a well-written song, before anything else, because without a song, you really don't have room for pyrotechnics and glitter.
Well, John, you've got your second album. Do you still call them albums?
Oh,
albums? Yeah. The second album is out, and I love the title, Songs.
Songs.
What better description? But one of them really got to me, and it's called Going Home. And we're going to let people hear a little of this so they can get an idea of the kind of music we're talking about. This is John Fulbright doing Going Home.
Our bitter hearts from bitter ends, crooked lamps from crooked men's. The sun stopped shining, I'm going home. Well, easy come, easy go, the more I learn, the less I know. My ears stop ringing, I'm going home.
Going home, the words, of course, resonate if you've ever traveled much and you long to get back to where you started, because good trips are always a round trip. Getting home is...
All right, that's good. I like that line.
That's the best part, to get back.
Yeah, it's my favorite feeling, I think, is knowing that I will be home. It's kind of a Homer's Odyssey kind of a thing, where it's very important to know that wherever I go, I can always go back to where I started. The hole I've worn inside my shoe is where my soul is slipping through. The sidewalk ended, I'm going home. Oh, when I left, I had a choice, lose my mind or lose my voice. The voice stopped singing, I'm going home.
And here's the thing, sometimes you fall in love with something you've written, and it's really not that good, and oftentimes you have to go back to it 6 months or a year later to realize how bad it was.
Yeah.
Does that happen with a songwriter?
Oh, constantly. I think it's safe to say that any songwriter, if you ask them what their favorite song is, they'll say the last thing that they've written, whether it's good or bad. And it takes time, and you have to separate yourself from what you do, and you have to be able to empathize. You have to listen to what you do through someone else's ears. It can be heartbreaking sometimes that you think you've come up with something really grand, and you go back later and realize that it's really not anything. The concept might have been there, but the end result really wasn't much. Well, I met love, and love met me, then we agreed to disagree. The rain stopped falling, I'm going home. I walked through deserts, I sailed on seas. What the snow won't burn, the sun will freeze.
put melodies that seem familiar, even though they're original. And I think that's part of the success of the music, that it's almost like you can instantly hum along or sing along.
You have to connect with your listener. That's maybe the hardest part, and melody is so important. It's the hardest thing to grab out of the air. You know, concepts you can steal out of books or experiences, and you can write a song about that. But a melody, something that'll convey a very specific emotion or nostalgia, that's the kind of stuff that I honestly, I don't know where it comes from. It doesn't always work. And if I knew, like Leonard Cohen would say, if he knew where the good songs came from, he would go there more often.